Hello, and welcome to Getting Into the Game. My name is Dustin with Team Metamorphosis, and this is my co-host.
I'm Cody, also from Team Metamorphosis, as if you already didn't know.
Okay, so, if you couldn't tell by what we already just said and the title of the video, this is Getting Into the Game. And it's going to go into depth of, budget, meta, your play environment as a whole. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Pooh!
Okay. Things you need to remember when getting into the game. What is your budget?
If you're anything like me, it's piss poor.
The things to remember. Do you have a disposable income? Or is it going to be more on a budget and you really are pinching pennies to really get anything in here?
Right. Now, whenever we both first started, it was kind of a mix between budget and, whatever the hell we wanted. Because, this guy, he had disposable income, and I didn't have any income.
So it was a lot of, I would try and get us cards, but since I didn't know any better, I was doing a lot of stupid decisions, and we were getting basically nothing out of it.
Yeah, that was fun.
So, also remember, when building a deck, build your deck first, build your extra deck, your side deck, everything you need for that deck, finish it, before worrying about getting anything sort of like trade fodder or, building another deck. Because you're just going to get nowhere if you keep hopping from deck to deck and don't have anything to show for it.
Now, it's good to pick a deck and stick with it. And to do that, you're really going to have to find out what your budget is. Like we said, do all these calculations and find out how much time you're going to spend actually going to serious tournaments, doing serious play. Because if you're not going to be going to a whole lot of tournaments, you probably don't want to buy, Prophecy. You don't want to spend all that money on those priestesses.
Or Mermail.
Or that, the fucking Megalos.
Who wants to buy a Megalo for $90?
Yeah, not me. No.
How about a priestess? $115? Anyone? Anyone?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I'm good.
Thankfully, prices have dropped since we first got back into the game back in about 2009.
Yeah.
When my first deck cost about $1K. And that was for something that wasn't top tier. So,
you were playing Disaster Dragon at that time?
Yeah, be thankful for that. My first deck was like a K, and then you could go get it now for chump change.
Yeah. I was playing Heroes, and I thought that was going to be cheap.
No, he might as well have built Sam's at full strength.
I could have played Sam's or Infernities.
Take a pick.
Both really good decks for the same cost.
And also remember, how soon are you actually going to start playing? If you have, months and a ban list has just happened, you don't have to dive in right off the bat. You can wait 6 months. Keep an eye on what you're wanting to build, and keep in mind, you can budget yourself and save up for something you actually want to play instead of jumping onto something you don't.
Now, in regards to that, find out if anything is going to get hit. Anything's this close to you think it might get hit on the ban list that's coming up. Save those things for the last thing you buy. Buy all the other things, pick it up here and there as you go. And then if they get hit, they'll drop in price. And you want to have bought 3 when now it's limited to 1.
And as far as that goes, since you're a new player, obviously, you probably won't know these things. So, what you might want to also do is check around YouTube or TCG Player, wherever you find forums where people play Yu-Gi-Oh! And find out, hey, what's the current chatter? Because usually, the more experienced players often know and can tell, oh look, this deck is top tier and they've been dominating everything. It's, 3 out of the top 4. It's probably getting hit.
Elemental Dragons.
Elemental Dragons, Prophecy.
Really
That's going to happen. Because if anyone hasn't been paying attention, the baby dragons are probably coming out in Tachyon Galaxy.
Probably? They are.
Yeah, pretty well confirmed.
They are.
So, with that in mind, what is your meta?
Now, that can mean a whole lot of things, like what's good in this meta, also, is it an OTK meta? Is it a slow meta? What are you going into?
Are you walking into goat control format? Are you walking into Teledad? Find out what the top decks are and how often they're winning, what kind of decks are placing in the top 16 or 32 at YCSs, because those are things, and contrary to popular belief, even if you don't want to admit it, what topping is probably going to continue to top until somebody pulls a dark horse deck and beats everything.
Yeah. And don't just check what's big everywhere. If you're going to locals, check what's big at your locals, because that may not be the case. When we had locals going on here in bumfuck Egypt, we had weird things like worms. Worms were a big thing, and like they were kind of scary a little bit.
Worms and not even Doppel Quasar.
Yeah, it was just Doppel. I spam the field.
I couldn't even. Morphtronics were good.
Yeah, Morphtronics were good because they trished. I was playing Infernities at the time, and Absolute Zero beat. Think about that. That was before the Shiny even came out.
Things to remember.
Yeah.
And another thing to remember when, as far as picking your meta, what type of decks, do you like to play? Chances are you don't know because you're just getting in. So, find some friends that are currently playing, and if they have, they obviously have decks, and if they have extra spare decks, you can play against them, or you can just try out different things. I mean, don't just settle for the first thing that falls in your lap.
So Cody, what kind of deck do you like?
I like more of a control game, but I like being able to spam the field every now and again.
That's what he likes. He gets what he likes.
It happens.
I'm a combo player. I'll admit it right now. I play Heretics, I play Infernities, I play all the combo crap. Best believe.
Whereas I'm more over on the side of, I play Machina Gadget. I played Machina Mill Gadget that also had Glow Up Bulb when that was a thing.
That was a thing.
And Disaster Dragon, and at one point I played Plant Synchro because I was that guy.
He was that guy. He was the douchebag guy.
Another thing to remember is, even if you don't have friends that currently play and you're just, from the middle of nowhere wanting to play, over a regional or something because you just love this game that much like we did. Yeah. There is Dueling Network and there's DevPro, both of which are free.
Free, and if I have to say, go with DevPro. It's a lot better. I don't have to spend 36 minutes arguing with somebody that launcher actually summons 2 Infernities from Graveyard.
Because you don't have a admin wanting to pop up and say, oh, he's right.
Launcher's engraved. Seems legit to me.
So, DevPro's got built-in rulings, and, it's kind of a lazy thing. You kind of get used to it being there, so you definitely want to also remember rulings yourself, because those can cost you a game or a match.
So, in respects to that, that's really a good way to find out what decks you like. Just go on there and make crap tons of decks. Make a lot of them. Don't care how many you build, just build a crap ton of them, play with them all, see what you like to play with. And then when you settle on one deck that you really, really like above all the rest, build that deck. Don't build like crap tons of decks in real life, just build that one deck for now. Because that's going to take some money, that's going to take some time. And you'll have all those other decks online that you can play with. You don't have to have all of your decks physically.
You can deck whore all you want online because it's free. This guy does it all the time, and he used to do it in real life, and it really drained the wallet.
I didn't deck whore that bad. Shut up.
That's what I thought. Yeah, also don't get hung up on the idea of what's big right now.
Or, I like Jade and Yuki, I want to play heroes.
I like, Yuma, I don't even fucking know what he's doing here.
I don't even know. But Utopia is a boss card. Don't diss that. You've seen me get an 8K beater.
We're not going to go with that right now. But, thank you for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel.
And all the other things that you hear everybody else say. Do it for us, because he loves you.
Maybe. And
that much.
He loves you.
No.
Okay, we don't love you, but we do want to help you because, growing the community is always a good idea, and having people to play against is.
I'll do you with the lights off.
I think we're gonna end it there.